Hi everyone, Kerryn here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's energy forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 12th of September through until Sunday the 18th of September 2022. As we move into this week ahead, we now have Mercury in retrograde. And this Mercury traditionally gets a really bad rap because it is the ruler of the mind and technology and communication. And there has, often been, it gets blamed, let's be honest, for everything that goes wrong in our worlds during this time. But the journey of Mercury is one of, Mercury goes down deeply into the underground. So it journeys into the shadow of your subconscious. It goes deeply into your subconscious and brings to the surface the secrets of the elements that will support you on your soul's evolutionary growth as a human being. And those secrets are the aspects of yourself that you are denying. It also brings to the surface habits, patterns of behavior, beliefs, ideas, events from the past. It also brings to the surface situations and perhaps people, relationships that are no longer serving your highest good. Perhaps there are events from the past that require your attention, and your attention may be, what did this event teach me? How did I learn and grow from that? Is it serving me to still carry the burden of this? I'm being shown a ball and chain. What is your ball and chain that you continue to drag along behind you as you move through your life? What is it that is holding you back from achieving your goals, from having the richest experience that you can in this life? What is preventing you from shifting back from fear to love? What is preventing you from moving out of your ego state and into your heart space? So these are gifts. They're opportunities for you to transform and transmute. Yes. If we think about transmutation, it's alchemy. It's turning lead into gold. If we think about our pain, our suffering, our past experiences, our limiting beliefs, our unwillingness to forgive and release the past, that is the lead, that is the shadow. And when we can identify what it is that those offerings were in those moments for you to choose a different path, to align to your integrity and your values, to have discernment, to set healthy boundaries. It's so easy for us to get stuck in the cycle of pain and suffering. And on some level, we just think that this is how on a human level, we have this belief that in order for us to step into our power, in order for us to step into our light, in order for us to bring forth into the world our soul gifts, because we all have soul gifts and strengths that we've come into this life with, that we must first suffer in order to be worthy of that. And that is such an illusion. It's the greatest illusion of the human experience. And yes, there are some preordained experiences that we've agreed to go through in order for our soul to have growth. But where we get stuck as human beings. So the soul has, your soul has seen your pathway, your life's path, and, agreed and orchestrated particular situations that as a human you would experience in order for your soul to access its higher wisdom, to meet the right people, to make the right choices, to grow and expand and evolve in your consciousness, to realign to source consciousness, to realign to your deepest intuition, your deepest wisdom. But then what we do as human beings is we have that experience and then we hold on to it and we relive it and we continue the cycle of it. And so the learning and the growth is not actually happening in the way that it was preordained because we're stuck in it. And this is what Mercury is offering you, the opportunity to free yourself from whatever that is holding you back by observing it with gentle compassion, curiosity. To be the seeker of the truth, your own truth, by asking the question, what is there for me to learn? What was the lesson? What did I discover about myself or others or relationships or my path or the work that I want to do or the experiences that I want to have and how I want to invest my time and my energy? Who do I want to surround myself with? What are the ideals that support me in being able to feel as though I have the capacity to fully live this life rather than just being lived by life, if that makes sense? We can be a participant or we can stand on the sidelines. We can be a participant or we can drown in the intensity of all that you're holding on to. It's also an important time to ground deeply, to really ground yourself. It's a time to go within. You know, it's all very much mental mind activity, but when we can drop into our hearts through stillness, through breath, through meditation, through nature, when we can drop into our heart's wisdom and asking your heart, you know, dropping all of your attention, all of your awareness into your heart, sitting here for 10 to 20 breaths, breathing into your heart, and imagining, visualizing that your heart is expanding and opening in its awareness and connection with each breath that you take. And asking your heart to reveal to you what it is that you need to know in order to release and move beyond your perceived limitations, the past, whatever it may be for you. And this is where, you know, everyone talks about that fifth dimensional frequencies. That doesn't come from the ego, it doesn't come from the mind, it comes through the heart in raising your vibration. And that is that love frequency. When you're in your heart awareness, when you're in a state of being, of love, that is where you can flow with life with ease and grace. That is where you can observe yourself from a loving perspective through the lens of love and observe your life situation, the past, the present, through the lens of love. And this is a time also really to go within and allow yourself to detach from external distractions. The ego mind is so good at creating importance and chaos and busyness in order to keep you in a constant state of distraction. However, when you can be still and allow yourself to connect in with your heart and your breath, this is where you can detach from the external shininess of everything, social media, the news, drama, life, busyness, all of the things that your ego mind convinces you are of such high importance. Yet when you are coming from the alert awareness of presence, the alert awareness of consciousness that can be accessed through stillness, resting in your heart, this is where the truth, the higher truth, can be revealed to you. So I hope that that serves you well. That feels like the energy of the week ahead and the focus of the week ahead. And when things do come up for you, it's not an opportunity for you to judge yourself and say, well, haven't I been doing all the work? Haven't I done enough work? What more is there for me to do? When we do the work through the heart, then that's where the diamonds from the depth of your being can be revealed to you. And that is where the freedom comes from. And accepting that everything is as it is right now. And when you go into your heart space, when you come into stillness, then inspired action can be revealed to you, and you will effortlessly step into the next right steps, the next right actions. It won't be forced, it won't be controlled, it won't be pushed, it won't be forced is the word, it won't be forced, it will be a flow. You'll be in flow. And it won't feel hard, it will feel right. And there'll be no indecision and indecisiveness or resistance, because you'll be led by the wisdom of your higher consciousness, your soul, through your heart. Asking for any additional guidance or messages that we may need for the week ahead, that will support us in loving ways to move through our lives with ease and grace. Oh, mirror, very Mercury retrograde. Who or what is triggering you? And again, this is an opportunity for you to have that observational awareness through the lens of love, that if you are being triggered by a situation or a person around you, take a step back, come into your heart center and ask, what is this revealing to me? Because each person and situation that arises in your life is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for healing. It's an opportunity for expansion on your personal soul's journey. So I hope that those messages serve you well. If you would like to place your hand on your heart center, closing your eyes for theta downloads, and just taking a few breaths into your heart space, feeling the rise and fall of your chest beneath your hand with each breath that you take. Would you like to know what it feels like to be still? Would you like to understand what it feels like to be still? Would you like to know when to be still? How to be still? Would you like to know how to live your daily life in stillness? Would you like to know it is possible to be still? I can be still. Would you like to know what it feels like to connect deeply to the wisdom of your heart? Would you like to know what it feels like to view your life, yourself, through the lens of your heart's wisdom, through the lens of love? Would you like to know what it feels like to easily recognize the gifts and the learnings in all of your life situations and having the Creator's highest perspective on these? Would you like to know what it feels like to connect to yourself? To be in relationship with yourself, with the Creator, with others. And would you like to know what it feels like to connect on a deeper level with others? Without fear of rejection, persecution, or judgment? Would you like to know what it feels like to show up as your authentic self? That you know how to show up as your authentic self. You know how to be your authentic self and to live in alignment with your soul's purpose. Say yes to receive. Taking in a nice deep breath. Opening your eyes. May you have a gentle week ahead. May you be kind and gentle with yourself and to others. And may you see yourself through the lens, the eyes of love, the way that the universe, the divine, your soul sees you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Namaste. Blessed be. See you next week.